Welcome back to Adventure Freaks. I'm Ray. And if you're an American considering a move abroad, you're in great company. Today we're going to dive into why France is the #1 European country that Americans are flocking to. According to the Federal Voting Assistance Program, FAP, 153,000 Americans have chosen France as their home, making it the top European destination, right behind Canada and the UK. But why France? What's making so many people pack up and start a new life there rather than Portugal, Spain, Italy, or Greece? Well, stick around because we have the answer for you. At the end of this video, we'll reveal the #1 reason why people are choosing France over these other amazing countries. So let's get started. First up, let's talk about France's rich cultural heritage. Whether you're in Paris, Lyon, or Bordeaux, or a peaceful village in Provence, you're surrounded by centuries of history. France is home to some of the world's most famous art museums like the Louvre, stunning architecture like the Notre Dame Cathedral, and traditions like the famous French cafe culture that make daily life feel like a celebration. But it's not just about the big cities. Small villages in Provence or the Loire Valley offer their own unique cultural experiences with medieval castles, wine tours, and local festivals that have been held for centuries. Imagine walking down cobblestone streets with buildings that have stood the test of time. France's culture is certainly alive in every corner. Now let's get to one of the best reasons to move to France. The food. French cuisine just isn't about eating. It's a way of life. From flaky croissants to perfectly seasoned escargot. The French approach food with the same reverence as an art form. Every region has its specialty. Think of the buttery crepes in Brittany or the exquisite wine and cheese pairings in Bordeaux. It's not just about the food either. The French markets are an experience all their own, vibrant with fresh fruits, vegetables, flowers, and even handmade soups. And don't get me started on the coffee. Whether it's a morning espresso or an afternoon café crema, the French know how to make the best cup of coffee. The French are known for their leisurely lifestyle. Imagine long, relaxing lunch breaks and spending more time with your family and friends. In fact, the French enjoy 5 weeks of paid vacation each year, which is unheard of in many parts of the world, including the US. But it's not just about the time off. France's healthcare, public transportation, and general infrastructure are top-notch. The cities are well maintained, the countryside is peaceful, and people truly value work-life harmony. Even though cities like Paris can be busy, there are plenty green spaces to relax in and unwind, and the pacing of life is what draws so many expats to France. It's just less hurried than what we're used to in the US. Now let's talk about something that's a game changer for many retirees: healthcare. France's healthcare system is one of the best in the world. It's a public healthcare system that's available to all residents through the PUMA, P-U-M-A, or the Protection Universal Maladie system. Once you become a resident, you'll have access to this healthcare. If you're a retiree and your income is below approximately 24,000 euros per year, you're exempt from additional contributions. Now, if your income exceeds this threshold, you'll pay 6.5% of your worldwide passive income toward healthcare. While PUMA covers a significant portion of the medical costs, patients are still responsible for a portion of their medical bills. Many people opt for an additional private insurance called the Mutuelle to cover the remaining costs. This supplementary insurance can range anywhere from $50 to $200 per month, depending on the level of coverage. France's healthcare system is exceptional, again considered one of the best in the world, and still is incredibly affordable when compared to the United States. Whether you're a lover of the mountains, the beach, or the stunning cities, France truly has it all. France offers such diverse landscapes that it's like having multiple countries in one. In the Alps, you can ski in the winter and hike in the summers. The French Riviera is famous for its stunning beaches and its sunshine, while the Normandy coast offers rugged beauty and historical significance. And if you're into history, medieval castles in regions like Burgundy and Loire Valley will take you back in time. Even in cities like Paris, the Seine River offers breathtaking views, and many people enjoy the parks like Jardin des Tuileries or Luxembourg Gardens. The beauty of France is everywhere, whether you're in the bustling city or relaxing in nature. Now let's talk about something that's on everyone's mind: cost of living. While Paris is considered expensive, it's actually more affordable than U.S. cities like New York, Los Angeles, and Boston. For example, renting a one-bedroom apartment in Manhattan is going to average around $4,000 per month, while in Los Angeles the same apartment's going to cost $2,500 and up. In Boston, you can expect to pay $3,000 and up on a one-bedroom apartment. Now, when you compare that to Paris, a one-bedroom apartment in the city center of Paris can run around $1,000 to $2,200 per month. Outside the city center, your rent will drop to approximately $850 to $1,600 per month. So while Paris isn't cheap, it's far more affordable than New York and LA, making it a terrific option for those used to paying high rental prices in the US. But the real affordability in France starts when you step outside of Paris. In smaller cities and towns, rents are significantly lower. For example, in Montpellier, France, a one-bedroom apartment can run you approximately $630 to $1,000 per month, and that's in the city center. Outside the city center, you'll see them run at approximately $600 to $850 per month. In Rennes, city center apartments start at approximately $600 to $900 per month. Outside the city center, expect to pay approximately $500 to $700 per month. In smaller towns and villages, it's common to find entire homes for $400 to $800 per month, especially in the more rural areas. Real estate prices outside of the major cities are also incredibly affordable. While apartments in Paris cost over $1,000 per square foot, you can find homes in smaller cities for $215 to $430 per square foot. And in the countryside, prices drop even further. So to put this in perspective, it's not uncommon to find charming stone houses in villages under $160,000. And sometimes you can find them for even under $100,000 if you're open to light renovations. Beyond housing, everyday costs are significantly lower than in the US. Healthcare in France is excellent and affordable. Grocery shopping in small towns can be surprisingly cheap, and dining out at a local bistro will cost you a fraction of what it would cost in New York or Los Angeles. So while Paris isn't a budget destination, it's a bargain compared to major US cities. And once you explore beyond the capital, you'll find that much of France is shockingly affordable. Now let's not forget about France's strategic location. Living in France means you can easily explore all of Europe. France is centrally located, and with its world-class train system, you can hop on a train and be in Italy, Germany, and Spain in just a few hours. Imagine taking a weekend getaway to Barcelona or Rome without having to deal with expensive flights or long travel times. And speaking of flights, there are budget-friendly airlines throughout Europe, making flights to these incredible destinations truly affordable. And oftentimes these flights are more affordable than the train. With airline companies like EasyJet, Wizz Air, or Ryanair, you can often score tickets to Madrid, Athens, Berlin, even Amsterdam for under $100 round trip. When your dates are flexible, you can find deals as low as $30 to $40 round trip to these incredible destinations. It's truly remarkable to think that you can do weekend getaways to places like Lisbon, Rome, Madrid, without breaking the bank. Truly remarkable. And finally, we're at the number one reason why Americans are flocking to France. France's visa process is one of the easiest in Europe. France makes it easy when compared to its fellow neighbors. If you're a retiree, you can qualify for a long-term visitor visa with just proof of your income, and the required amount is approximately $18,000 per year, or about $1,600 per month. For many retirees on a modest budget, this is completely manageable and truly enticing. To put this in perspective, Italy's retirement visa requires nearly twice the income that France does, while Greece's requirement is almost 3 times higher. This makes France one of the most accessible countries in Europe for retirees seeking residency. You don't need to make huge investments, buy a property, or jump through complicated hoops. All you need to do is show that you can support yourself, which is why France has become the #1 destination for Americans. So there you have it. That's a total of 8 solid reasons why France is the #1 European destination for Americans moving abroad. From its rich cultural heritage and food culture, to affordable living and real estate prices, and a surprisingly simple visa process. It's no wonder why so many Americans are choosing France. So could you see yourself living here? Let us know in the comments below what you think. If you found this video helpful, please remember to like and subscribe. It does help support our channel. And as always, thank you for viewing, and thank you for your support.